Good morning. I hope y'all having a blessed Sunday morning. This is n.W.o Prime in the Hobbs State in the morning. Javon the n.W.o Prime in the Hobbs State in the morning. It's a rainy Sunday, a rainy, cold Sunday in North Carolina, man. I'm down here at the laundromat. I used to go to the laundromat every other Sunday. I used to go on Friday nights, but I used to like every Friday since I've been living back in Rockingham. Usually I work on Saturdays. For the most, I'll say about 75% of Saturdays out of the year I work. I used to go on Friday night to the laundromat or make some rounds. Now on Friday, I be so tired from work, man. I just go rest now. As you get older, you'll find yourself not having energy to do stuff like. It's just so much different stuff as you get older, man. Like when you hit your 50s and shit. It was like big changes from when I was in my 40s and stuff, man. I don't have all the energy like I used to. I remember I was young, in my 20s. I could go out and party and go to work the next day, drink, and everything, man. I can't, old man like me gotta get rest now. I really do value rest. I don't even travel as much as I used to. I'm talking about local travel. Like I know there's some parties, like I told y'all I'm trying to quit partying, but which I really don't go nowhere no more. Like there were a couple things jumping off of Rockingham last night. I don't even like being around the crowd no more, man. Like any place that got a bunch of thugs and shit in it, I don't want to go. If I do ever go out again, it'd be in a mixed club or a Latino club. I hate to say that because these places where a bunch of young thugs and shit meet up, man, they ain't nothing but trouble, man. I'm trying to tell you, I feel bad for you young people because, like, back in the 90s and shit, man, we knew how to party. It used to be fun to go out. Now, this scene here, the club scene nowadays is terrible. It's not fun. It's just a bunch of trouble. I just rather sit my ass at the house and listen to 90s music and shit. That's what I did last night. I just turned my computer on some YouTube and listened to some music. I played a couple games of NBA 2K on my franchise. Hell, I've been using this phone to pull out. I got it in my car. I need to bring it in the house. My Xbox Rogue Ally. I be playing a lot of 2K and Madden on my lunch break at work sometimes, keep my franchise going, it's pretty cool, a cool thing to have. Like, I got mine for $500 on special. I mean, yeah, I got it for $100 off back in, I think it was November. Because I bought it and then it went on special. I went back to Best Buy. I hadn't even opened it yet. And, they gave me $100 back. And like I'm saying, I didn't want the black ones more that run better, but I didn't want to pay those $1,000 for that. For no handheld, because I'm not going to use a handheld enough to justify that price. I told y'all in the past, I'm not really a person. I ain't really been in the handhelds, period. I had the other Rogue Ally, the original one, ended up selling it because I won't use it. But I made a promise myself, like, I'm going to use this one and not sell it. I'm going to get some use out of it. But I'm not the type of person that's going to play handhelds for an hour. I done had the Steam Deck before. The Steam Deck was pretty cool, but so many limitations on it. You get more of those for cheap now, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's Linux based, and you only got certain games you can play on it. But yeah, man, it's just a cold Sunday morning, man. I like doing these videos sometimes when I'm doing laundry, just to buy the time and stuff. I got about 20 more minutes for my clothes to dry. I need to get back to going to church. I remember when my wife lived, we used to go to church at least every other week. Man, now when I go to church now, ever since my wife died, I don't even go inside the church. I just go to the weight room and sit. Because one thing, the church has too much money now, man. They have way too much money. And a lot of times the preacher be preaching about stuff I want to hear about. I don't got nothing against the preacher or nothing, but he's a little too hardcore for me, man. I don't be wanting to hear nothing about people going to hell. You get through in hell and stuff like that, man. Like, when you have somebody in your family die, like, you just don't want to hear nothing about death and stuff in church. He talk about stuff like that, like, you know, people going to hell all the time. I don't be want to hear that. I'll send it back. Like I'm saying, I ain't got nothing against it, man. I'm just like to the point. I miss days going to church, me and my wife sitting down in the church. Before she got a handicap, I would go to church, she'll sit in the car. We used to have these services during COVID where it'd be outside. I used to love those. Everybody sit in their car. And here they would, cause we couldn't go in the building because of the restrictions or something, and the preacher would preach outside for like 30 minutes. We had a preacher. Boy, we'd be out of church sometimes before 12:30. But nowadays, I noticed though in my church that this guy here, a lot of times he'll have you out there before 12:30 or something. Church don't last long as it did before COVID. Like, I remember, man, church last about 1:30, 2 o'clock. You be so ready to go. Because these older women, you know, like in my church, a lot of them dead now. They just get to talking and talking. I mean, these women were like old when I was like, they used to carry me around as a child. That's how old he is. And some of them going, this is no disrespect toward them, but old women, you know, old people that don't got to work, don't got nothing to do, they'll run their mouth in church, man. They ain't thinking about people that's still out here working or whatnot, you know. That's all they gotta do, go to church and just go to church functions and stuff. My dad was the same way. He goes to all the church functions and stuff, you know, when he retired. But my dad was a heavy church goer. Like, all the older, see, back in the days, man, older guys were raising their kids in the church. Me, my cousins, my friends, we all raised up in the church. Like I said, I gotta get back to going a little bit better. Like, I gotta get back to going to track at least every 2 weeks, even though I don't go into church. It's good to hear the word of God. God is good, you know. But a lot of times, I don't even want to go to church. The first thing people want to do is hug on me. A lot of people, I'm still feeling bad about my wife and stuff. And people will hug on you, kiss on you and stuff like that. Sometimes I don't feel like being touched, man. I know people mean good and stuff, you know. But, you know, sometimes you kind of, I know it sounds bad because sometimes you get tired of people feeling sorry for you. I know that sounds fucked up because, like I told you, I had about 3 instances at this laundromat. People come and ask me how my wife doing. I'm like, well, she died. And they were like, oh, I didn't know. Which they didn't know, and that's fine. Like, and then I start feeling bad for the rest of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I also realized I'm not the only one going through grief. That everybody lose somebody, you know. It says you gotta take it and you gotta move on with your life. You gotta be strong, you gotta pray, you gotta accept the fact that yes, this pain is gonna be here, but life gotta go on. I accept the fact that I'll probably be heartbroken the rest of my life, and that's fine because I really did love my wife. But the thing about it is, I also know I gotta get up and go to work. I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta make the best of my life because, like I told y'all, my wife first died, I was so much grief, I just wanted to die. But that's not my decision where I go. That's God's decision where I go. This life, I don't own this life. The Lord owns my life. I can't go around, just like he decided it was time I had to go. He decided it was time I had to quit, not to suffer no more. It would have been up to me. I still had to hear suffering because I just wanted her around. But, you know, the Lord don't make no mistakes. And I remember being in so much, so much grief. I would ask the Lord, why'd you do this to me? Why'd you take my wife and whatnot? I'm not built for this. I was mad at God. I'm sorry. I don't have to sugarcoat my feelings, and God knows my feelings. I was actually mad at God. I was. There's no other way to put it, but but God don't make no mistakes. You will run through so many emotions, like when stuff like that happen. You just don't know how to react. I hope I can help somebody that maybe like somebody sees this that might just lost their wife or something, because like I said, there's no support really on the internet for like a grieving man or a widower and stuff. You can find hundreds of videos about women grieving and stuff. Even the male support group on Facebook, I joined like widowers. There are a lot of women. It's like mostly women widows in it. It's supposed to be a widower group. Like I said, though, man, like, this life's not your own. You can't go make those kinds of decisions. You gotta be strong and move on. I go to work. It's a blessing to have a job. I learned not to worry about the little things on the job. Just go to work and do my best and come to work like what I can. Last year I had perfect attendance. I made a hoodie that said perfect attendance 2025. That really did piss some people off. All the ones that got pissed off are people that lay out of work and stuff. Like, if I want to brag because I got perfect attendance, like I'm not going up and you say, oh, you got a lot of points, you didn't come to work. I'm just bragging. Yeah, I'm bragging I had perfect attendance. I'm coming from 30 minutes out. The only way I'm not gonna come to work if I come to work sick. I have been sick to the point they had to send me home. But unless it's snowing, like down here in North Carolina, if it snows, it's shut down. I ain't driving all the way up there. No snow, fuck that. I ain't gonna try that. I got a 4x4, but it ain't just worth the risk coming all the way up there. It'll probably take me about 2 hours to get to work driving that slow. Because it took me like an hour to get to work while I live 20 minutes from the job driving in the snow. It's supposed to snow or rain today. It's raining, but I don't think it's gonna snow. It's too much rain. That's one thing. I'm not a fan of snow, y'all. I'm not a fan of no snow. I lived in Chicago for a few years when I was in the Navy. I did not like that weather. That's why I think I'll never go back up there. Shout out to my friends in Chicago, Mario and Joe. I would never go back to Illinois. It's too damn cold up there. But yeah, you learn not to, worry about the little things, man. Don't let the little things get you down like so much. Don't let people at work, like I told you, I got people at work that try to damn start me off. I got one dude, he's constantly always trying to start me, say something slick to me. And I found it best just to ignore people like that. Don't acknowledge it, because even if you're right, if you give them a reaction that they won, just don't give them no reaction. Just ignore people like that, man. I come to work every day knowing somebody gonna probably try to start with me or chastise me. That's the way people are, especially as black people. I hate to say that. They see you come to work, they see you mind your business, they see you ain't doing nothing to hurt them, man. And it be people you don't even bother with that be the main ones doing it, y'all. They see you try to keep yourself up. People can't stand it when you don't bother them, they'll bother you. I say a lot of off the wall shit. I'm kind of trying to, like, you know, be a little more laid back with this video, talk a little serious today. Like I said, I hate women. You know, I don't actually hate women. That's kind of like a catchphrase, a joke. I don't hate nobody. I do, when I say simping, there's nothing wrong with being nice to a woman, just being nice in general. As a man, of course, we're going to be, I'm more protective of the opposite sex, like, you know. But the thing about it is, they're like young girls, my job, I'm nice to, right? I'm not trying to fuck them. I'm not trying to sleep with them. I'm not asking them for nothing. You know, I'm more protective of a young lady, because they're young. I might come like a big brother or a father figure. You know, I'm not trying to fuck no young girls. I would never. One thing I never want to become like is a dirty old man. I used to see like a lot of guys my age now trying to go behind young girls and fuck them like at work. I never want to be that type of guy. I want to be like more like a Mr. Allen than a Philip, if you get what I'm saying. But these guys be sitting there just giving these women their money and really hoping they're going to sleep with them. That's just stupid. First of all, don't give no woman your damn money unless you are sleeping with them. Now, if somebody's really, really hungry, like, and they ain't got no money, I'm talking about man or woman, you want to help out, sure. You know, if I see somebody starving, like, I gave a dude $5 one day because he didn't have nothing to eat in the cafeteria. I knew he was just starving off, and he asked me, he tried to pay me back. I said, don't worry about it. I'm not a person that's a stingy person that won't help a person, but I'm not going to let nobody use me. So just know what you're doing. If you help people, do it for the right reasons. You know, don't do it for, like, think you're going to sleep with somebody. And you got to try to be good to people in general, even people that are, like, not good to you. Like, sometimes it's hard, I'm not going to lie. It can really be hard sometimes. But every day I get up, first thing I do is pray. And I'm so thankful that I got a job to go to. I make decent money. I'm not rich by no means, but I make a little money for my needs, and I can basically do what I want to do in life. I could go out to eat if I want to. I could go like a game if I want to. I could go to a concert if I want to. I can buy my toys, clothes, shoes, anything I want. I got all my cars, you know. I got my home. I'm blessed. Like, I'm happy. Like, I'm not going to give that up for my ego. Because like, a lot of these people that try to start with you, they don't got shit, man. I'm sorry. And they see where you at in life and they jealous and they want to tear you down. And, you know, that's the way people is, especially a bunch of niggas, man. So, you know, this is me just trying to be my normal self this morning. Like, this was a long video, but, you know, whoever watched these videos, like if it's 6, 20, 50, I don't care, you know, I'm thankful for, you know, you watching. I'm kind of strict on my comments. You can't really comment on my video unless you subscribe to my channel, or because I ain't with all that negative talk people be doing. It's all, like I told you, there's always a smart ass in the comment section. And I just ain't going for that no more. I'd rather just be kind of strict on my comments. So, you know, thank you for all y'all's support. And y'all have a blessed Sunday. And thanks for watching. My name is n.W.o Prime.